Hey Chris House Facebook, YouTube fans. I'm doing a fun little video here to maybe debunk some things and shed some light on some of our views here at Chris's house compared to, I'm going to say, some of the views of the industry or maybe some other shops. I read this really, I don't know if you guys go on to bigsquidrc.com. I really like the website. Cubby, who is one of their main, I guess, editors or, contributors, or maybe he runs it, I don't know. He always posts some really interesting things, and this guy is as transparent as I try to be in my business, and I love it. Transparent being somebody that says something, he says what's on his mind, and it's his own beliefs. And I read this cool article here, and it says, and it's talking about getting rid of the BS, and I just thought it was really, really neat. And I won't do too many of these monologue kind of videos where it's just me talking into the camera, but I think this is important. You know, he's talking about how with the whole Volkswagen thing right now, they falsified some emissions things. I'm just going to read this real quick to you. It won't take too long. They talk about three different topics, okay? The first one being the mysterious C ratings on LiPo batteries. So, you know, we see a battery and it says 5020C. That's great. 5020C at what? What are you proving it against? Is it at 400 volts? I mean, a battery could maybe produce that, or you can put some kind of fake pile load on it, or do whatever, right? Might not be using all the correct terminology, but what I'm saying is there's very mysterious little things here. So he says, so he talks about what C ratings really mean, and he says the next most notorious spec that is often in question is top speed. Walk into pretty much any hobby shop and you'll see cars lining the walls with all sorts of lofty top speeds clearly printed on their box. From first-hand testing, we've seen that some cars actually do the big number on the box, but others have been a long ways off. Oh sure, nearly any car can do 80 miles an hour if you spend enough time and money on it, but if it's printed on the box in such a way as to tell a consumer that, hey, buy this car and you'll be doing 80 in your driveway an hour after you open the box, then damn it, well, it better well be able to do it. He makes a really cool correlation between car audio, which is an industry I was in for years, and I still do a little bit now, very little, just when asked, and RC cars. Now, you know, a lot of you guys remember maybe 15 or 20 years ago, you'd go to buy an amp and it would say 3,000 watts on the box. 3,000 watts of what? And how many volts? Well, the amperages are pushing out. And then they introduced a CEA 2006 Compliancy Act, which basically said, okay, so now you have to put what voltage it's tested at. It has to be tested at, I think, 12 volt and 14.4, and this is what the amp actually puts out. So it's kind of like a guy saying, hey, my car is 700 horsepower. It's like, okay, is it 700 horsepower at the engine? Is it 700 horsepower at the wheels? And put it on a dyno and let's see what it really puts out. Does it put out 500 horse at the wheels? Great, you can say that's what it is. So, get past that real quick. I like to think at Chris's house, myself and the guys, we really have been able to see through a lot of this marketing. You know, waterproof is a giant myth. It needs to stop. It needs to really stop being, cars need to stop being promoted as being waterproof. C ratings are very ambiguous, and as far as overall durability, you know, we get a lot of questions. A lot of people field us questions. How durable is the car? How durable is the car compared to what? What I'm suggesting with this little video is that we get back to a time where, first of all, we need some regulation in the hobby. Okay, we need people to step in and actually put some compliancy in place so that your car goes 100. We want it to do 100 out of the box. Okay, we don't want the asterisks. It's why a lot of specific brands, which I'm not going to get into in this video, are not in this store, because we don't believe in that. Not saying that shops that do sell it are being dishonest, but they're representing a product that is dishonest. Okay, and that's very simple. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. If your car doesn't do what it says on the box, screw you. We don't want it, right? So we pick out all the stuff here. Chris, Dave, myself, even Charlie. If it's bacon flavored, he'll pick it. We pick out stuff that we like, that we believe in, okay? It's not stuff that the manufacturers push on us. It's not due to price point. You know, a lot of people can argue with that. I'm very biased. I run the shop, right? Pay the bills. So it's easy for me to say we don't pick things that we can make more margin on. There are some product lines we do make some more margin on, but they're also the best supported stuff, so when you actually have a problem, it can get looked after. It's a pretty nice reality with those companies. You know, this is part of the reason why we love Red Cat Racing, we love Axial. You know, they're releasing products that are doing what they say. You know, and I'm going to pick on those two specifically because they're really contributing. Same with Tamiya and Kyosho. They're doing it right. A lot of other companies I'm not going to name, they're not doing it right. They're doing it wrong. So when you're going to go out and buy a car, come see us. We're going to show you the pros and cons. Now, I might get some haters on this video. In fact, I expect it. You know, we're going to see guys, oh, my, you know, whatever goes 100 miles an hour. It did it out of the box. Show me a video of it. Bring it in. Prove it. I want to see it. I haven't really seen it too often. In fact, I can't remember the last time. Just be wary, all you customers out there, potential Chris's House customers, or already pre-existing Chris's House customers, that we care a lot. And Cubby, Big Squid, you know, Big Squid RC here, you know, they're doing a great job. And this article is fantastic. And, you know, people have some really interesting comments at the bottom. Well, not too interesting, you know, pretty generic. But, you know, there's a lot of myth out there. There's a lot of stuff, and we try to debunk it here. You know, I spend a lot of time, you know, picking out stuff that we like. And we're going to always give it to you straight goods. There's a lot of guys that dislike it. They want me to lie to them and say everything's waterproof, you'll never have a problem, everything's warranty protected. And what they don't realize is that 2 months later, when that speed control blows out because of, you know, the contaminants inside the water have ate through the epoxy or the silicone seal, then I'm the one that they're going to come, you know, running to. And essentially we have a really friendly customer base because we've been able to see through it. So that's enough of this. I just wanted to take some time to just show you what else is out there and show you what other brands are doing and what brands are not doing. And we're getting ready for the holiday season. I know it's the end of September. We only got a few months left, and you know, to the big Christmas day, which is really fun. You're going to see a lot of new stuff in the fall and early winter, even late winter. A lot of good stuff coming and a lot of good stuff on its way. So you guys stay tuned. If you have any questions, you have any comments, feel free to call me or stop on in and discuss it with me, because we're always looking for ways to improve the shop and improve the atmosphere of RC in general. You know, the feedback doesn't go unnoticed. People like it. You know, we want to make this hobby better and greater, and you know, so it's all good. You guys have a great day.